If you clicked on this video, you're probably Iron, the lowest rank in the game. And that's fine. Something to keep in mind during your time in Iron is how fucking awful you are at the video game. It doesn't matter how long you've been in Iron, 1 month, 2 weeks, a fucking hour, bro, you suck dick through a straw. And that's why I've decided to make this video. I will be sharing common tips everybody in high ranks knows to get out of Iron and finally approach women. And if you're wondering about my qualifications, well, I was awarded the Bronze Buddy the first season the game came out. So I'd say I know a little more about fighting than you do, pal. And now, for some tips. First tip is making sure your self-confidence is very low. This is an essential trait for any Valorant player. There's a common saying stating that if you keep your expectations low, you will never be disappointed. And that applies to Valorant's mental game. If your self-confidence is very low, then you will never be in a situation you're disappointed with. Say you're in a 1v1 clutch situation for the game. Now, the most important thing to tell yourself is that you will lose. And your team, with everyone on it, will yell at you and make fun of you. Bro, that was fucking mad. Dude, you suck dick. That way, if you lose and only one teammate calls you shit, then you'll be relieved at how much worse it could have ended. You're dog water. My second tip is going to be keep your crosshair low. One big mistake I keep seeing is Irons who came from other games putting their crosshair right into the enemy's head. Although this is a smart plan for other games, in Valorant your bullets go way above where the crosshair actually is. To counteract that, aim directly at the enemy's feet. Here are a few clips of this working. As you can see, this is an extremely effective method. If you can break the habit of trying to aim at the head, I'd say I win about 95% of my gunfights because of it. Okay, so now our third tip is to master the art of walk peeking. Alright. Commonly, I see Iron players peeking while making noise. This is, however, not a good tactic for success in Valorant. See, making noise in general should only really be used when you're trying to get to a corner that you want to peek. Once you're at that corner, you want to walk around to peek it so that the enemy is not expecting it as they cannot hear you. Now, this is a term known as walk peeking. Other guides may tell you that jiggle peeking is the way to peek an angle, but I won't even tell you how to do it, as it is proven to decrease penis size and will make you a beta cuck. Now, I know all my viewers are Sigma males, so that's why I've chosen to detail this peek style, alright? Tip number 8. I'm taking this from the Pro Guides YouTube channel, and that's always to always insta-lock your main, alright? Every character is actually the exact same and has zero impact on the round whatsoever. Abilities aren't even ever used in the highest form of play, so you can just pick whoever the fuck you think you looks the coolest, or who you like to fuck the most. Thanks, Pro Guides. Okay, tip number 42. Okay, so for defense or a possible post plant, what you'll see a lot of the time in Iron is people dying on sight because they really fucking suck, right? So, okay, what you're gonna want to do in a defending scenario is just fall off the site, okay, and that's gonna make it so that you can still be alive, right? And you'll have 5 people for the retake, right? Well, that's beta shit, okay? That's what I'm here to tell you. Once you fall off the site, what you want to do is actually just save your weapon, run away to the other site where no enemies are, and save that weapon. And do that every round, actually, so that you have a gun for the next round. Okay. Tip number 593. Okay, so, all the other tips are... hold on, let me get all the other tips are kind of pointless compared to this one I'm about to say, okay? So basically the new update, they made this thing where if you're AFK for a bunch of rounds, then you actually get plus 12 RR for a loss and like plus 35 for a win or something if you're AFK. So the new strat is to load into a match and sit AFK for like 12 rounds, right? And then come back at the last round, and then you get the loss or victory, and then you'll gain no RR, no matter what, right? This is still working the time I post the video, and I will update the video's description if this is ever patched. Well, it will never fucking be, bro. They don't even know about this shit. No one's gonna know about this shit. Just don't fucking tell anyone. I highly recommend this method as a way to rank up, as you are shit at this game, and you will never get anywhere without it. Regardless, I hope these tips helped you become less of a sissy and finally ask you out your crush. See you next time.